So now they want us to graph a function. So we're going to put the fun in function. Okay. So I like to say that at least once every time I introduce functions. Okay. So we're going to graph the function f of x equals 2x. And then I'm going to switch colors and do g of x, 2x plus 4. We're supposed to graph them in the same rectangular coordinate system. So I just have one piece of graph paper. And it tells me to select integers. I'm going to make a table of values, starting with -2 and ending with 2. So we're going to do f of x. And here's our table of values. So we're going to be putting in -2, -1, 0, 1, and 2. And then we'll figure out what f of x is on those. And then over here, we're going to do a different table of values, x and g of x. But we're still going to use -2, -1, 0, 1, and 2. A lot of times we use those values. Not always. So sometimes they don't work well, but it'll be fine for this. So I'm going to take -2 and I'm going to put it in the function. So f of -2 equals 2 times -2, or -4. So f of -1 is going to be 2 times -1. See, I'm using this function right here, and I'm just putting in different x values. So when I put in 0, I get 0. When I put 1 in, I get 2. And when I put 2 in, I get 4. Okay? This is a table of values of each of those combinations represent an ordered pair, right? So -2, -4, -2, -1, 2, 3, 4. There's a point. -1, -2, 0, 0, 1, 2, and 2, 4. We've graphed linear functions before. This is a linear function. I'm going to connect the dots. And that represents all the ordered pairs then that would be combinations of input and output that work for that particular function. This is a picture then of f of x. Okay. Now we're going to do g of x, which, it's also linear. Okay, so we're going to put in -2, and I'm going to get 0 because I'll try to write the first one out. 2 times -2 plus 4, so that's -4 plus 4, and that's where the 0 comes from. Then you're going to put in -1. So what do you get? 2 for that. And then you're going to put in 0. You're going to get 4. And you're going to put in 1. So every time I'm taking an x value, I'm multiplying it by 2 and adding 4. 6. And then finally, putting in the 2, I get 8. And then I'm going to graph those ordered pairs. So -2 zeros right there, -1, 2, 0, 4, and 1, 6, and 2, 8. And then try to draw that line. Those two lines actually have the same slope, so they should be parallel lines, but I don't think we really talked about that yet. Okay, so there's the graph. This is g of x over here. So we've graphed lines before, f of x and g of x, and they said to use a table of values, so we just did that.